Welcome to aminacademy.com. In human anatomy and physiology, let us discuss about sense of taste. The sense of taste or gustation is closely linked to the sense of smell and like smell also involves stimulation of chemoreceptors by dissolved chemicals. Taste buds contains chemoreceptors, sensory receptors that are found in the papillae of the tongue and widely distributed in the epithelia of the tongue. They consist of smell sensory nerve endings of the glossopharyngeal, facial, and vagus nerves. The sensory receptors are highly sensitive and stimulated by very small amounts of chemicals that enters the pores dissolved in saliva. Nerve impulses are generated and conducted along the glossopharyngeal, facial, and vagus nerves before synapsing in the medulla and thalamus. The final destination is the taste area in the parietal lobe of the cerebral cortex where the taste is perceived. Physiology of taste. Four fundamental sensations of taste have been described: sweet, sour, bitter, and salt. However, others have also been suggested, including metallic and umami. However, the perception varies widely and many tastes cannot be easily classified. It is thought that all taste buds are stimulated by all tastes. Taste is impaired. Taste is impaired when the mouth is dry because substances can only be tasted when in solution. The sense of taste is closely linked to the sense of smell. For example, when one has a cold, it is common for food to taste bland and unappealing. In addition, taste triggers salivation and the secretion of gastric juice. The sense of taste also has a protective functions. Example, when foul tasting food is eaten, reflex, gagging, or vomiting may be included. Our tongues can differentiate between these flavors. Look at here: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, umami. A sense of taste, also known as gustation, is one of the five traditional senses allowing us to perceive the flavors of substances we ingest. It involves taste receptors on the tongue and within the oral cavity, which detect different tastes like sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. This sense is crucial for both enjoyment of food and for identifying potentially harmful substances. How the taste works. First, taste buds. The taste buds are sensory organs located on the tongue containing taste receptor cells. Taste buds are specialized sensory organs located primarily on the tongue but also found in other parts of the oral cavity that allows us to experience different tastes. These tiny structures contain taste receptor cells which detect taste producing substances and send signals to the brain, enabling us to perceive flavors. Basic taste. The primary tastes are sweet, salty, and sour, bitter, and umami, that is savory. The five basic tastes are sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. These tastes are detected in taste receptors on the tongue. These are taste receptors, providing the fundamental way for humans to experience and evaluate food. Understanding these states is crucial for flavor perception and creating balanced dishes. Receptors. Specialized receptors on the taste cells detect these different tastes. Taste receptors, also known as gustatory receptors, are specialized sensory receptors located on the tongue and in other parts of the oral cavity that detect and transmit taste information to the brain. These receptors are housed within taste buds, which are found on papillae on the tongue and in other areas like the soft palate, pharynx, and epiglottis. Nerve pathway. Taste information is transmitted to the brain via cranial nerves, that is facial, glossopharyngeal, and vagus. Brain interpretation. The brain processes this information, allowing us to experience flavor and distinguish between different tastes and food. The brain interprets taste through a complex pathway involving taste receptors on the tongue, cranial nerves, and specific brain regions. Taste receptors cells detect chemical stimuli, which are then converted into electrical signals and transmitted via cranial nerves to the brainstem. From there, the signals travel to the thalamus, which relays them to gustatory cortex in the frontal lobe and the insula, where taste perception is processed. Beyond the basics things, some we can explain further. Smell. The sense of smell plays a significant role in our perception of flavor. When we lose our sense of smell, our ability to taste is often impaired. Texture and temperature. Sensation like texture, that example smooth, crunchy, and temperature also contribute to our overall taste experiences. Flavor. Flavor is a combination of taste, smell, texture, and temperature. Homeostatic role. The sense of taste helps regulate appetite, satiety, and food choices, influencing how much and what we eat. Evolutionary importance. Taste helps us identify nutritious foods and avoid harmful ones, contributing to survival. Some disorders, taste disorders, causes. Taste disorders can arise from the various factors, including infectious, injurious medications, and neurological conditions. Impact. Taste disorders can affect appetite, dietary choices, and overall well-being. Important of diagnosis. If you experience significant changes in your sense of taste, it's important to consult with the healthcare professionals for diagnosis and treatment. So far, we discussed about sense of taste. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.